Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Kathleen Trost, and I am here invited by the usual hosts. I guess the people that host this are Michelle and Shawn, but Maria Williams reached out to me and invited me to talk about something so exciting. Database. Are you excited? Do you have your pom-poms out to talk about database? I'm going to make it fun, okay? My name is Kathleen Trost, and I'm an Elite Pro 7 in LifeVantage. A little bit about me is that I've been involved for 5.5 years. My background is in health and fitness. I've been exercising and doing that thing since I was about 10 years old. So let's say 32 years. And it's just kind of been what I've been excited about my whole life. So I got into personal training and teaching Pilates and teaching group exercise classes, and then went on to get my doctorate in physical therapy. So I've had my doctorate for 13 years now. I've specialized in myofascial release and women's health and chronic pain. So you can imagine when someone shared that ABC News clip with me 5.5 years ago, it really caught my attention because, one, I had never heard of oxidative stress, surprisingly, having been in the health industry for so long. But when I started to hear about what was happening for people as a result of lowering oxidative stress, I'm thinking to myself, everybody needs to know about this. So that kind of leads me into the conversation a little bit about database and wondering if you have everybody in your life on your database. We always ask that question in our presentations, at least when we're discussing the difference between what Protandim does and what direct antioxidants do. And the question we end with, who needs this? And pretty much everybody who ends up in this business says, well, everybody. But then when it comes down to creating, that little piece of paper, that database, it seems so hard to put some names down. But everybody should be on there. I'm also a mom of 2 little boys. And at the time when I got this information, I had a 5-month-old and a 2-year-old. I literally closed my private practice when I became a mom, because that was like having 2 children there all at once. And I really wanted to commit my time to my family as much as I could. But the only way I had it to make money was by having patients on the table as an independent contractor. But even leaving my kids on a part-time basis still meant that I had to find someone else to take care of my kids. And that was always painful. It's still painful for me to leave my kids, even when we go to these amazing events like Global Convention. But I did jump in with 2 feet. One, because I knew that everybody needed this information, and I was probably going to tell people about it, and I could do this from home. And that was the most important thing to me. Did I say at the time I wanted to, create a 6 or 7 figure residual income? No, I didn't even know much about network marketing at all. But I knew that people needed this information, and I knew I was going to say it, and I knew that I did want to make some money, because if I could, enroll my kids in some of these really amazing schools near our home when they were old enough, I wanted to be able to do it without giving all my time away to physical therapy patients. So that just compounded upon itself. And 4.5 years in, I reached Elite Pro 7, and it's been a game changer. It's been very exciting. And I'm even more excited a year later launching this new product line, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So let's get back to this exciting database topic. I remember going to my very first home meeting when I was exploring the business opportunity, and Marcy Steiner, Elite Pro 8 Marcy Steiner, was there. It was her home. She was a Pro 5 at the time, and Amy Homewood was a Pro 4. If you just jumped on, if you could mute your line. And as I'm leaving, she says, whether you become a customer or distributor, don't go telling everybody about this yet. Just go and start making a list of everybody that comes into your mind. Now, so I go home, and literally I'm waking up and I start creating a list in my phone. And it didn't take very long to realize running out of space on my phone and all the notes taking. And I realized I had to start making a real chart, a database. And that's where it just began. Now, I'm just going to ask you right now, just if I were to ask you somebody who needs this information? Who's the first person that pops into your head? You don't have to unmute to tell me. Who's the first person? If you can mute your line. There we go. Okay. Write that person down right now, because that's when it's fresh in your mind. It popped into your head for a reason. And I promise you, I have told people when I've invited them, I have called them right then and said, you just popped into my mind. You became you got into my database and I wanted to share some information with you. So that's kind of how I really started building my list, and I couldn't stop. It was like the wheels were turning, because everybody needs to know about this. And is everybody in your phone and in your Facebook friends and in your church and in your kids' school, are they on your list yet? I hope that you walk away with a list of 500 new people after this webinar tonight, realizing that everybody needs this information and you don't have them on your list yet. Now I'm going to show you just an example of, and I had to do this because I'm a paper girl. I write everything down. For some reason it translates better that way when I write versus typing it into a computer. But I wanted to show you this flow chart. And I want to show you because sometimes when people are getting stuck in their business, I don't really understand where they might be getting stuck in the process unless I know these answers. So let me just do a screen share here. Oops. Screen share. There we go. Okay. Can someone give me a thumbs up if you can see a little Excel sheet? I'm going to make sure. Marta Smith, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see an Excel sheet on your screen? Just give me a thumbs up in your computer. I see you looking around, but I'm doing a screen share and I hope that you can see this.
Yep, we can see it.
Awesome. Thank you, Maria. Okay, I went back and I just thought of a few people that popped into my head that are in process in my database, because I wanted to give you a visual, because otherwise it would be on a scrappy piece of paper. In my first chart here, in the first column here, I have the person's name that popped into my head. Who popped into your head just now? Write their name down. Then next to that, I wrote why. I wrote why they popped into my head, okay? So somebody was a referral. Somebody responded to a Facebook post that I did that said, please send me information about this hair care thing. Everybody could please mute their line. There's some people popping on.
Motion list is an important part.
Mute it all. Okay. Then I break down this piece of database, and this is very helpful in tracking. I want to know when I initially reached out to that person, which might be leaving a message. It might be sending a text. Hey, I want to chat. It could be any intentional outreach to begin a conversation. I write that date down. Then I write down the date that I actually contacted that person. It doesn't mean I invited them, because sometimes it's a chance to find out what's going on in their life. Then I have the invite. Then I have the tool that I use to share the information. So that could be a recorded overview of the opportunity. It could be just sharing the news clip and getting on a phone call. It could be inviting them to our products and education group on Facebook. Whatever it is, I want to know what tool it was. I want to know what the third-party validation was. A lot of times people they have their database and they forget this whole third-party component of sharing the information to people in their database. But you can see I have outcome, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns of follow-up to ensure that I have touched them at least 5 times. So I hope that's helpful. As you're creating your database, it's not just the name, it's like the flow chart that comes after that. There we go. Now, can I share a little story? We just had the opportunity to move into our dream home. Thank you, LifeVantage, because I was able to step away from treating patients completely in 2018. So I was no longer tethered to a particular location. We've moved. We have a house to fill with furniture now. And a couple of times I've gone out to furniture stores just browsing. And have you ever walked into a store where it's like the middle of the week, not a lot of people around, and there's all these salespeople? And what do? They immediately walk up to you and you're kind of like, ugh. Think about the people that you have on your database, when you have 5 people on your database and you're inviting them to something, you are more attached to that person's response because it's only 5. Oh my gosh. If that one person doesn't respond, I only have 4 more left. It's that feeling, you're kind of creating that energetically, like as if I was walking into the furniture store and being attacked by salespeople. Or say you walk into a car dealer lot on a quiet day and there's 5, salespeople out there ready to like, whoa, come down on you. Well, how do you feel? You don't want the people that you're inviting to feel that way, but they will. Not like you're going to tell them they're only 1 of 5 on your list, but they will energetically, because it's just in your voice, it's in your posture. So very, very important, before you actually start sharing this as an opportunity and a product, please put everybody you can think of on a piece of paper, because that energetically will translate into you being less attached to that person. And I can say that of many successful people in my organization, some of them have the gift of detachment, and it's part of their success, because then they have more people actually coming to them because they're not on top of them saying, well, what do you want to do? When are you going to order? Do you want to do this with me? And bugging them. All right. So I wanted to give that piece of advice. The second time that I heard that was Seth Campbell, Pro9 Seth Campbell at Pro 5 Summit. He says the greatest asset you can have going into your business is a big database. You're going to feel more confident moving forward, because if 10 people say no, you've got 90 or to 190 or 290 more people to share this with. And that's going to give you more confidence going into this process. And that's what everybody needs in the beginning, is a bit of confidence, because I know, most people are kind of running on faith in the beginning, hoping it's going to work. You need confidence, so you got to start off with a big database. Now I want to transition a little bit. I'm just doing a little time check. I'm going to transition a little bit into how this relates to how can we take this new information we have with a new product line and get back into that database? How can we revive that database? Now, your database is not only created by people you haven't talked to yet. Your database includes people you have invited. Your database includes customers that you already have. Your database includes customers that have gone off the products. Your database includes your distributors, and your distributors that are maybe not building the business right now. So I wrote down a few things that we all could do tonight to revive our business through getting back into our database to bring some new information, which I'm going to talk about shortly here. If you go into your web in your back office and open up your detailed genealogy, you'll be able to see a list of all of your personally enrolled distributors and personally enrolled customers. There's going to be a list of them. And you can go down that list and literally, see who's been ordering, who's not ordering, who's somebody you've kind of forgotten about. All right. I actually went in. I have a business partner who was so excited when she jumped on board with a platinum pack, and then just life was happening. And she says, I'm just too overwhelmed to actually do this business. And she just continued taking some of the products for several months. But she did say, check back with me in October. Well, October is the month that we just launched this hair care line. And I reached out to her and I said, hey there, you had mentioned to touch base with you again in October. Are you interested in learning about the new product line that came out? I'm loving it because I have tried it and I love it. Would love to connect with you and just see how you're doing. So we scheduled that time. We chatted more. She's already gotten the product because I ordered 15 sets, and now she's already using it and loving it. I have revived my database. I'm reaching out to customers. I am using Facebook as a way to kind of post curiosity about a new hair care line. And I can tell you, I come from the fitness business. I'm in yoga clothes most of the time. I'm in a sweatshirt right now. Hair care and skin care and all that stuff has never been my focus. I love it, but it's never been my focus. So when I started using this product, I got in touch with my girly side, and I really realized I like having hair that looks nice. I just didn't really pay much attention because I always assumed my hair was dry and stringy, and that's just going to be the way it was. And if I wasn't really committed to the products and the time required to make it look beautiful, I was whatever. That's what it was going to be. So I've been reviving my database by sharing my excitement on Facebook, and I am blown away at how many people will completely understand hair care for $100, but may not have really gotten Protandim. It's just they don't get it yet. And I literally had a friend of mine reach back out to me and say, this is something I understand. The price point is awesome. My hair needs a revival. Okay, and she kind of like totally blew me off about Protandim a couple years ago. So I'm just saying, we can revive our database. Think about everyone who said they were interested in ordering products, but hasn't, right? How many people do you share this with? They're like, yeah, I want to order. Yeah, I want to order. And they haven't yet, but you don't want to bug them. Now you can go back to those people and say, hey there, I know you were interested in ordering blank, blank, blank. I just wanted to fill you in. Oh gosh, please don't do that. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to fill you in about a new product line that is coming our way. Would you like to know about it? It's amazing. I'm loving it. People are really having some great results. So it's a reason to start a conversation again. Who do you know who values non-toxic products? Who do you know? Who's your target market? When you're sharing this information, and I don't mean target market because everybody is a big market, but who do you want to partner with in this business? I have a market. I am looking for specifically other moms, young kids. They want to be home with their kids. I have a particular like economic background. I mean, I want people who can have enough money to go to events, but not enough money to fulfill their dreams. I have a specific target market. So who do you want to be in your business? What do they look like? Who do you know who has great hair? Who has thinning or unhealthy hair that you know? Who do you know that likes to look good? Do you know anybody that likes to look good? Okay, you want to call those people. I hope you're writing names down right now. It's time. We're creating database. And who do you know who joined your team and just got stuck sharing about nutrigenomic science, and they felt like they just couldn't share that easily and they gave up? All right. This is just a different doorway to understanding nutrigenomics, because this is nutrigenomics. The products are actually, the ingredients are epigenetic. And I've done a lot of reading about the ingredients in these products. And hands down, we are talking about genetics. But they don't know that. They just want to know their hair looks good. So do you guys want to know about this hair care product? And Maria, you're going to kill me because my charger's downstairs. I might have to actually walk with my computer. And just want you guys to know, you don't have to have it all together to do this business or do a training webinar, which I was a little nervous about tonight. But I do have to get my charger. Can I tell you guys about an experience I had when I used this product at Global? I used it the first day, and I came to Global without cutting my hair for like 2.5 months, which is not smart because it was very stringy, and I said, you know, I'm just going to use this as an experiment to see what this hair care line does for my hair. Or I could tell you the truth and say, you know what, I just didn't have enough time to get it done. And I thought maybe I would be able to get it cut while I was there. But it all turned out really great because I was able to have a great before and after experience with this hair care line. Now I'm going to do a screen share here. Let's see. Here we go. Can everybody see that? Maria, give me a thumbs up. Oops.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I think, was that Paul Energy Man? Okay. So,
Yes.
thank you. All right, so I get the products the first day. I ordered 15 sets. Quite frankly, I wanted this suitcase that came with it. It was something they offered us, and I wanted that suitcase, so I got 15, and I said I'm going to start using this right away. And day one, my hair felt different, and it was very scraggly when I got there, but it felt very different. It still feels very, very soft. But it's composed of a shampoo, a conditioner, and a scalp serum. I have never in all my life used a scalp serum. Okay, I haven't, but I'm gonna use it. I spent the time in Global learning more about these products and why they work. Be a questioner about this stuff. You don't have to be an expert of it all, because at the end of the day, what people want to know is what it does for them, truthfully, right? Okay, so here we go. Here's the shampoo, the conditioner, and the serum. What the company recognizes is that there's a very high percentage of people that care about clean products that are safe for them to use. And if you go to this Think Dirty app, you can type in any product, and I was really shocked. I use a product called Bumble and Bumble. It's a salon product. It's one of these expensive shampoos. Was ranked between 5 and 8. And our products are all ranked 1 and 2. Super, super, super clean. In fact, it's one of the reasons the shampoo is very thin. And you probably want to just poke a hole in the foil instead of pulling it off, so that it doesn't leak out as much when you use it. Less comes out. Okay. The invigorating shampoo is I'm going to just open that a little bit. If you're watching this on your phone, it might be a little small. What I love about this shampoo, if I shampooed my hair every day before, I have very fine, kind of somewhat dry hair, I would have really stringy hair. But if I waited a day, it was also like too oily. So I never really found the right balance. This shampoo, I can actually use it every day, and my hair feels very fresh and clean. So it's just a really light wash, enough to get any oils or environmental pollutants out. It reduces frizz. Okay, I have no frizz in my hair. Do you see? And it strengthens hair. In fact, there's a study that showed it had a 50% improvement in hair tensile strength, so less breakage. And this is also formulated with Nerve 2 ingredients. It's a patented thing called lanatellis, which protects your hair against environmental assaults. So UV rays, maybe chlorine, products, chemicals that can damage your hair. And it's also good for chemically treated and colored hair. A lot of people ask that question. And then the conditioner is incredible. The conditioner is what is going to smooth the hair. It has the lanatellis as well, but this makes it shine. It makes it appear, look thicker and smooth. And why does it do that? Oh my gosh, hold on. Oops. There we go. Moving my screen around. Okay, hold on. Look, before I tell you that, here's the serum. This serum has 2 ingredients that if you go and do a little research on these, it's going to blow you away that this is in our product. This product itself is half of the cost of the regimen, and this is why. The Scalp component of this product is what balances the microflora of your scalp. Okay, let's translate that. It essentially gets rid of the flakiness because it deals with that layer of the skin, and it moisturizes and soothes the scalp. And if you have an oily scalp, it helps balance that out. So it actually either takes it from super dry to normal or super oily to normal. And the hair Janelle product, the hair Janelle ingredients in this support normal hair growth. It gives the appearance of thicker hair. But I really encourage you to go look up or Google hair Janelle and read what it's designed to do. It's incredible, okay? To use this every day. And I had to print these pictures here. Can everybody see this? If you can't get into explaining hair care, these are shingles on a roof. And I think Dr. Fifi may have referred to this. Shingles on a roof, old, nasty, broken shingles on the left, and then the nice new shingles on the right. This is what this product will do for your hair. So it doesn't matter if you have straight hair or curly hair. This is about the hair shaft being smooth and soft and shiny. here are some of the pictures that we've been collecting and putting in our product education group, and some of the testimonials behind it. So this is immediate, you guys. This is not something people have to wait 30 days to feel. They don't have to do, 60-day before and after. This is immediate. People are seeing results. And I'm telling you, this will blow up your business if you can embrace the idea that even if it's not that important to you, it's important to a lot of people to have healthier looking hair. It's just an outward reflection of our inner health anyway. So if we need to tie it into that, as a healthcare practitioner, I initially was kind of like, hair care, beauty, is that as important as cellular health? Well, it's related. It's related. And our scalp has a lot to do with our health, our skin health. All right, so we just returned from Global Convention. We're so excited about our results. These are the results of mine and Ruth, my wife, in just 2 days, fighting this horrible scaly scalp for 2 years. Plus, I've had tried everything to help. Just 2 days on our new activated hair system, and check out these results. You can see his wife's hair just a little bit more broken up and kind of, not as smooth, and just 2 washes. And here, kind of strange to look at, right? This really close-up view of somebody's hair in just 2 days, what that scalp serum has done. So if you know anybody that has that problem, you want to talk to them. Here's a before and after one wash. This is a girl in my organization named Summer. Thank you, Summer, for sharing this. And you can see she did her hair really the exact same way, just a wash and a brush, no flat iron, and you can see the difference in just the uniformity of her hair. This is another friend of mine in my organization. She was a distributor who she couldn't get to global this time. She had an injury, and I called her. Let's talk about reaching back into our database. And I said, listen, I know you can't make it. Would you like me to pick up some hair care for you? And she said yes. And I've always admired this woman's hair. She takes really good care of it and uses really high-end products. But on the left is her hair, and it's just, there was a different, she's still in the same place in her house, just the outdoor light was different. It was like shady one day and really sunny the next day. And you can see, and she says, after using our new shampoo, conditioner, and scalp serum for 3 washes, in the photo before, I used a leave-in conditioning spray because her hair is so unruly she could never get a comb through it. She hasn't had to use this spray since using this. This is just a blow dry, no straightener. She's like, this is a game changer. It'll save time. It'll save money on all these extra products she was using. And ladies, or whoever has a husband out there, men or women, she says, my husband has never really been that supportive of LifeVantage and Protan and all this stuff. But he loves her hair so much that he took this picture of her at a party, and he just loves the way it feels now. So, and then here's me, you guys. This is my usual here on the left. This is just my get out the door, blow dry my hair a little bit, and it still was looking like this, of course, because I was 2.5 months post getting a hair trim, and that's just what it looks like. This was me just the other day, and this was just a regular blow dry. There was no product in there. There was no flat iron. It's just that my hair was hanging, like think of those shingles that I showed you. It's just hanging smoother. So I think that's why you have the appearance of the hair being longer, because the shaft isn't all unruly and broken like those shingles on the roof. So that is what I have to say about this product line. If you don't have this yet, I encourage you to spend some time learning about it and finding before and after pictures and sharing some curiosity posts on Facebook. I have literally sold all of the hair care sets that I did buy, and to most people who know that I'm doing LifeVantage, but now that I've shared this, it's something that's catching their attention. And I'm literally just sharing some educational videos. We have a webinar that was done, a 14-minute webinar on this hair care line. It's phenomenal. It really helped me understand why this works the way it does. You can't imagine what my hair will look like when I actually get a haircut, but I'll be able to extend it at least a month. So I'm even sharing with people that it's saving me money, because my haircut is usually $125, and now I can maybe wait till December. It's wonderful. So with that, I just want to say, embrace this. Okay, this is health for your scalp and your hair. People care about beauty. They care about being healthy on the inside and on the outside. That's our thing, right? It's going to really blow up your business if you just take it on. Dig back into your database, answer some of those questions I threw out there. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? And good luck, everybody. Thank you so much, Maria, for having me host tonight. That was kind of fun. Sorry about the little glitch with my charger, but I hope that was helpful, everybody. Good luck this month. Woohoo!
Very helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was amazing.